So one of the things we have here that really help one man walk alongside another man is a discipleship program. We've been running this for about 2 years now, and we have about 50 men right now that meet with another man at a time and place of their choosing throughout the week, try to do it on a weekly basis. And we have 15 sets of men who have graduated. So if you've been part of that or are currently part of that program, could you stand just to acknowledge you? I want you to get a visual. Okay, thanks, guys. So again, over 100 men have been involved in this program, and we have material, but what's more important than just the solid material is that you're meeting with another guy and going deeper. Just like this group, we break it into small groups so you get a chance to participate and talk about the questions that the speaker gave. We want you to be part of that, where you can pour your life into another man, either as a mentor or discipler or a coach, and then a disciplee. And the two things that I look for in this program is someone that comes up to me and says, Steve, I'd like to disciple another man, or Steve, I feel as though I should be discipled by another man. And you will be blessed by that experience. Rather than let me continue to talk about it, I want to ask a set of people who have gone through the program, Marco Ramos and Todd Stewart. Can you come up here? And they're going to share their experience about the program. And Todd's a leader of our welcome team in the morning, so you've probably seen Todd around. And Todd, I'm going to ask you first to just speak into the microphone here. And could you tell us a little bit about your experience in the discipleship program?
It's been one of the most incredible experiences of my life, outside of giving my life to Jesus. But that's the churchy answer. Spending the last year, because we did this, 14 months? 14 months. We took our time, and we found that we loved, we laughed, we cried. But one of the most important things about it was relationship. We wanted to come into this with a really authentic and organic experience. To talk about really hard things, because I know that as men, we tend to guard ourselves a lot. And we don't want to talk about the things that make us weak, or at least make us feel weak. And so being able to walk this 14-month road with Marcos, I learned a lot about myself as well. This relationship, this friendship is what it blossomed into. A friendship where I learned as much from him as he learned from me. So I'm extremely blessed. And I challenge each and every one of you that if you haven't been through this program, it's okay to set aside your pride. It's okay to come alongside another guy. It's okay to talk about really hard stuff. It's okay to talk about the things that hurt us, but it's also okay to heal. It's also okay to find a deep level of grace and love in a relationship, and our families know each other. We've broke bread with each other. We've celebrated with each other. It's been an incredible experience, so I'm blessed.
Good. Thank you. Thanks, Todd. And Marco, you've had a chance to go through this program with Todd. Can you share a little bit about what you've gained from the program?
The experience overall has been great. The study guide is a lot of good questions, a lot of hard questions, a lot of questions that definitely got me out of my comfort zone, but it was good because it caused me to dive deeper into his word and really look into it. But besides that, just like Todd said, the brotherhood that has came out of it and the closeness with our families that have came out of it have been amazing. One thing I think I've really come to learn, I think, as far as a lot of the prayers that I've asked even way back, sometimes the answer is not yet, not right now. And I think as humans, that's something we struggle with a lot because we want the answer when we want it. And this has definitely been a prayer that I have come to learn that the answer was yes. And now you're ready.
Good. Thank you. Todd, do you have something for Marco? Thanks, guys. Love you both. Thank you. Sam Reynolds and Albert and Stephen Smart, if you could come on up here as well. As they make their way up here, there's a medallion, a prayer coin, a challenge coin that that Danny has on the screen that is specifically given to a man when they graduate the program. So that's what Todd has given Marco, and Stephen will be giving Albert right now. So this is Stephen Smart. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in the program?
Sure, thanks, Stephen. Good morning, everybody. I before I go into my part, I just want to add to what Steve said a little while ago. You know, in Ephesians 4, verse 12, it says that all of us are called to ministry in the church. Every one of us, the church itself, the body, is called to ministry. And you see all these guys with the lanyards that set all this up and tear it down every Saturday so that we can do this, whether they're greeting and signing us in, and all the red tag guys that are helping out. Those are the parts of ministry. This whole thing's a ministry, and each one's a part of the ministry. And the discipleship program is another part that all of us can get involved in. And in Matthew 28, Jesus says, "Go out and make disciples in all the nations," and he says, "and teach them what I have commanded you." And what Steve has done is he's put together a program. It's a 12-step program that you can do over any period of time, but it has those teachings in there. It teaches you about faith. It teaches you about freedom. It teaches you about forgiveness. And it's a great way. It leads you through where we just heard there's a lot of hard questions, but there's also the scriptures and the verses that go with those questions that allow you to work through it and to understand it. And so as a leader, it makes it very convenient to go through there. I've been discipling men for a dozen years now, and this program has just been great for that. And, you know, with Albert, I think what Steve doesn't do is just take the first two people that want to be in the program and pair them up. I think he thinks about it and puts people that belong together, and I think this was very blessed pairing in that we spent about 10 months on this, and including I was away for summer and he had started a new job, so we worked through all the things that were going on, and it lifted me up. I learned so much, and I had a fellowship with a young man that just blessed me throughout the whole thing, and we'll be friends for a long time.
Thanks, Steve. Albert, can you share what you got out of the program and your insight? Thanks, Steve. Steven.
So basically what I learned from this program is how to be a better Christian overall. Can you hear me? Oh, sorry, there you go. Better Christian overall. And that's basically more in tune with the word. I sometimes I struggle with that daily, but not anymore ever since I joined this program. I believe, keyword, I believe I'm a changed man. Going to all these events, like joining Young Living, for one thing. Shout out to Young Living. And take the mountain challenge. I went there a couple of times with a couple of guys in this room. That really changed me spiritually and emotionally. And yeah, so I truly recommend this program going forward with other guys that want to join this program. I truly recommend it.
Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, you have something for Albert?
Oh, yeah, just the medallion and a little display stand that goes with it, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Albert.
Thanks, guys.